keeping, well, updated on everything that goes on in the MMA scene or the UFC scene, like with matchups and everything. So he's just retweeted a lot of these and even broke some of them himself. So yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, first matchup we had, which is heartbreaking to me, is Robert Whittaker versus Reiner De Ridder. I thought it should have been Reiner De Ridder versus Izzy. I thought it should have been Robert Whittaker versus Strickland. Fresh matchups, you know. I mean, this is still technically a fresh matchup, but I would have liked to see Izzy versus RDR and then Robert versus Strickland because they're all fresh matchups. But instead, Strickland versus Izzy is a rematch that nobody wants to see. No hype behind that one, but that's probably what's going to happen, unfortunately enough. But Whittaker versus De Ridder is heartbreaking to me. Obviously, I'm part Dutch. I'm Australian. I'm a Dutch Australian, so like, you know, it's fucked. But yeah, and I like the fight though. I think it's a good matchup. I think that it's a very interesting matchup because based on what you would think is, well, Whittaker's got good takedown defense, and I know he just got mauled by Hamzat. I picked Hamzat because I knew Hamzat would win that matchup. Whittaker's grappling is good. His takedown defense is very good, but I feel like some of these guys, this is like the next generation of grappler at middleweight. Like middleweight didn't really have the best grapplers. Now they're actually getting very good grapplers like Reiner De Ridder, Hamza Chimaev, even Dricus is a very good grappler. But like we're getting a lot more strong, big guys for the weight class, like just very athletic dudes. And Reiner De Ridder is very big. He's very long, has a 78-inch reach. It's a matchup that's going to give Whittaker a lot of trouble. Now, Whittaker could go out there and masterclass him. I'm not saying that won't happen, but I actually favor Reiner De Ridder just off the top of my head. Now, maybe when the fight actually does happen, I will end up changing my pick. Who knows? It's possible. But right now, I generally think Reiner De Ridder will win that matchup. I think his knee game is actually very good. Like, you know, from the Bo Nickel fight, we've seen that he really utilized those knees in the clinch, and I think he can land a lot of knees on Whittaker. He's 6'4". He's about 5 inches taller than Rob. I think he'll be able to get that game going. And Whittaker doesn't do good against long rangey strikers. It's always been a style that's been very hard. Like if you got a longer reach than Rob, you're going to be able to catch him. And Reiner has a longer reach than Dricus and a very similar style when it comes to the striking. I don't know. I think the unorthodox style of Reiner De Ridder is going to give Rob a lot of trouble. So unfortunately, I think Reiner De Ridder might actually beat Robert Whittaker, which is crazy to say after that GM3 fight. But I really do think he's found a new leaf. He could probably just get Whittaker down as well. Whittaker's got good takedown defense, and both of these guys are actually the same age, believe it or not. Whittaker's actually younger than Reiner De Ridder. De Ridder's actually like 4 months older, which is crazy. But yeah, I really like Reiner in this fight, but who knows? Maybe Whittaker just goes in there and masterclass and keeps on the fight, pieces him up. But the reach, and the size of Reiner is why I lean towards De Ridder. But who knows? We'll see what happens. And then we had another matchup. Nobody really cares about this. This fight really makes no sense. Andre Lima's fighting Felipe Buenas. I think Andre Lima deserves a ranked opponent. I don't know why they're wasting a matchup like this, but they're doing that. But yeah, I think Andre Lima will win that one. Islam Dulatov, a very fun fighter. Dana White Contender Series. He's going to be fighting Adam Fugit. I'll probably pronounce his name wrong, but I'm not even going to try and pronounce it how it's spelled because I will probably get demonetized. So yeah, I'm going to go Islam Dulatov there by KO. This is an interesting fight. Brendan Allen and Marvin Vettori are rebooked. I thought they should have done this fight instead of doing the Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolidze matchup, but I don't know. They decided to run that fight back for some weird reason, but I like this fight. I might favor Marvin Vettori, but it's tougher in a 3-rounder. In a 5-rounder, I think he'd eventually gas out Brandon Allen and beat him up, but the chin difference between the two is crazy. Vettori's got an insane chin. Well, Allen, I'd say, is one of the more chinny middleweights, so this will be interesting. He's also got pretty good takedown defense, so I don't know. I could honestly see when this fight was first booked, I was picking Marvin Vettori, and I might really stick to that, to be honest with you guys. The fight against Dolidze was awful, but he hurt Dolidze a lot in that fight, so like he's got some pop in his shots for like the chinnier guys, and I think Allen's actually chinnier than Roman Dolidze, bit better on the feet, but I could see him just getting chinned, especially with the boxing. Like he just doesn't do good against boxers. But yeah, I'll probably go Marvin Vittori for that one. Uh, Rani Barcelos says he will be fighting Cody Garbrandt. That's a very interesting fight. I'm actually not sure I'm going to pick for that because obviously Barcelos looked so good against Peyton Talbot, but maybe Peyton Talbot wasn't all that. So that's like interesting because Cody Garbrandt actually looked very good his last fight against Figgy. So I don't know. That's actually an interesting fight. Honestly, like Cody Garbrandt could come here and he'd have like a phenomenal performance for all we know. But yeah, I'm gonna have to June. I'll have to make my prediction for that because I'm actually not sure who wins off the top of my head. I'd lean towards Garbrandt maybe. Ricky Simon takes on Charles Jourdain. Simone, sorry, takes on Charles Jourdain. This is a really good fight as well. Like we've just been blessed with all these matchups. I probably go Charles Jourdain to be honest with you. He looks very good in his bantamweight debut. Victor Henry's not like a schmuck, and he looks like he actually makes the weight pretty easily. Like this is obviously his weight class, so I could see him just putting a bit of a masterclass on Ricky Simon. But Simone looked very good against Javid Bashrat, knocked him out. So who knows? But I'll lean Charles Jourdain. Uh, Gregory Rodriguez is fighting. Gregor Rodriguez is fighting Jack Hermanson. That's a very good fight. That's a scary fight for Hermanson because Hermanson never does good against power punches. So I honestly could see Gregor Rodriguez going out there and knocking him out. Like I don't think it's a matchup where he's going to go out there and chin Gregor Rodriguez. Maybe he does, but he's got good takedown defense, very good jiu-jitsu. He's very powerful. I could honestly see him putting Jack Hermanson out, especially in a free rounder, International Fight Week. But it's good to see Hermanson back. I was wondering where he was. Uh, and yeah, that's all the matchups so far that have been like come out or been told are in the works. There'll probably be more fights. Maybe I'll break them tomorrow if more comes out. But yeah, interesting stuff. Some really good fights in the middleweight division, especially. Middleweight's getting moving. I just know the Izzy vs Strickland rematch is coming. Nobody wants to see it, UFC. Please don't make it. But it probably will happen. But anyway, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, actually, before I go, I also should mention the Alex Pereira stuff just while I'm here. Apparently, Alex Pereira put out this tweet, but he reckons he was hacked. I don't know if I necessarily believe that Alex Pereira was hacked. I don't know. I always answer the UFC's call, but if they want to play with me, we can do that. I've never spoken poorly of the UFC, but with what I've just heard, I'm disheartened. I've already had thought of not fighting anymore, and after what has just relayed, this may be the start. Like, I don't know. I don't think a hacker is going to like translate something like that. Like that's clearly translated, right? You could just tell that's not what like an English speaker would speak. Maybe the guy who did it was also Brazilian, so maybe that is. But he came out with a whole video saying it was like bullshit that he got hacked. But I don't know. We'll have to watch that. Maybe I'll make a separate video on that. But yeah, just thought I should mention.